have another Halloween piggy pad here. So cute. So I'm going to pick at this and talk about a few things. For one, I want to talk about this book. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so I'm going to tread lightly here as I work on my picky pad. The Haunting of Adeline? Okay, so I tried, but I could not, sadly, finish the book. I think so I Googled, and it said something about that if you get to the halfway point, that the second half gets a lot better. Because let me tell you, y'all, I could not. I just couldn't. I was trying so hard. And when I Googled it, it said that, it's not for everyone. So I'm not going to feel bad. It's just not for me. And it's not the material, which is what's weird. It's like, okay, yeah, it's disturbing. Like, it's disturbing material, right? But that's not what I couldn't continue it for, the reason I wasn't continuing the book. Man, I love those tattoos. The reason why is because of the writing, some of the lines. I just could not handle some of those lines. There's this one line. I mean, I guess I should read it just because it's interesting. I should highlight. I'm going to highlight. You know what? Yeah. I think I might go back and read and highlight some of the stuff. I don't know if I can do it though. I get bored. I know for a fact I've got to have ADHD. I bet you anything I do. Because I'm just like, I cannot sit still and read it. It's so crazy. But there's this one line about where the guy who I'm just gonna call it I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The stalker / you know what I mean. Anyway, the stalker. He's about to murder one of I'm gonna call her Addie's lovers that came over to her house, that creepy house that I could never be on my own. By the way, I could never live in a house like that on my own. I mean, I'm in some of the coziest places, like hotels, things like that, and I still get creeped out by stuff. Airbnbs, I'll get into that one day, man. Airbnbs, sometimes I'm just so creeped out. We were in an Airbnb, just to let you know. I'll talk about it in another video one day, but we were in an Airbnb that had a basement, and let me tell you, I lived in Minnesota, where, look at this looks terrible. It should have been flipped over to the other side, where we had basements, and I was terrified. I have just this crazy imagination, and everything scares me. So, and I freaking love scary movies. I'm like a horror flick chick. Yeah. My sister and I, my granddaughter's in our DNA. So anyway, speaking of that, I need to watch it. I think it's on HBO. I think it just came out on HBO. Anyway, so, yeah, where was I? Okay, the book. So, so he's about to, these little dots are just awful. They just stick to me like glue. Missy, Halloween. He's about to murder, the stalker is about to murder one of her lovers, Addie's lovers. And, look, I got this cheap ring off of QVC, and it feels cheap, y'all. Don't go for cheap. It was $20, I tell you. I went, okay, side story here. I went to this fast food joint. What was it? Popeyes? Yeah. And I had cash. I never have cash. I always have a credit card. I never have cash. So anyway, I had cash. And I handed her, you know, when they say, oh, it's $17.93. And so I handed her a 20 and 3 cents. And girlfriend did not know what to do with it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give a lesson here. So I did. And she, I hope, appreciated it because it's fun. Math is fun, right? It's fun. And I could have handed her, I could have been crazy and handed her $2.03. And I didn't. So I handed her a 20 and 3 cents. But anyway, I just don't, and we all have to get used to that, right? Because pennies are going to be non-existent, gone. Oh, wait a second. Once pennies are gone, aren't they going to stop won't it stop saying 3 cents? Well, will it? That's a good question because, okay. So if you're paying with your credit card, fine. But if you're not paying with your credit card, how's that going to work? Are they just going to say, you know, you don't owe the 3 cents? So, because no more pennies, right? That's going to be so interesting. And they're already trying to get rid of the penny. So when does this all start? When do we start seeing a change, right? Anyway, so back to the book. So, anyway, so when he was like, this is the 100th time I've said this to you guys, I'm so sorry. So when he went to go murder, the stalker went to go murder the lover, he said that he was calling him out before he murdered him and said that he had grown a vagina. What? Like that line. Oh. But you know, it makes it all the more interesting. Let's just say that the world would not be interesting if we all were like the same. There's a word for that, right? There's a word, homogenous. Is that what it is? So if we were all the same, the world it would be boring. It would be so boring. And so this author, this writer, is doing us a favor by adding lines like that. And there's a lot of stuff like that. That was the biggest one that I went, oh goodness. And anyway, so I was pretty like not into it. I'm so sorry to the people who are into it. Look, like I said, it's for some and it's not for others. So anyway, I kept going and I would skip and like go through stuff quickly, and then I got to the middle because I was like, hey, they said it's going to get better, but I don't know, I haven't read a whole lot more. I decided I was going to give it to one of my close friends who loves every book under the sun. It doesn't matter, she'll read it. I had another friend the same way, like she would read any book you put in her hands, and I swear she has over 700 books, probably 1,000 easy, because she also has books on her Kindle. So yeah, wow, there's a whole lot of small beads in this thing. A lot of small beads. So I am trying my best now. I might go back to it for a little bit longer. I got to the part where they have met each other and he's like, I think he's chasing her through the house. And yeah, that's exciting, even though he's being scary. I mean, imagine in that house you were alone with this dude that's been stalking you. I mean, maybe I should just keep going and see what happens. I don't know. But so I'm on the hunt for a new book, and I'm really hoping it has to be a really good book. It has to be an amazing book because I just need it. I need it now. But I am working on my own book. So it's about, I will tell you, it's about love bombing. And what happens when you're love bombed. And it's about a girl in high school in her senior year. And yeah, so that's what it's about, her relationship and how she manages after the fact that she's been, went through that whole love bombing process, which of course leads to you being broken up with. So anyway, moving on from there, really wanted to talk about, and yes, you guys, I watch Dancing with the Stars. Okay, mind you, I tape it and I watch it with my granddaughter, and when she's not looking, because she gets angry with me when I fast forward through a lot. Yes, I do. I fast forward through a lot. I usually fast forward to the dancing part and then to their scores, and that's about it. But this is what I wanted to talk about. I think his name is Jan, and he was partnered with Jen, and Max went off on how Jan didn't have experience and didn't know how to dance things like foxtrot and stuff like that, and that he basically called him out and said, I think he pretty much said he shouldn't be a choreographer on the show, and that he was doing a disservice to Jen. And then honestly, the next day, I think it was, they got kicked off. Oh, spoiler if you watch Dancing with the Stars and you haven't watched that yet, sorry. Yeah, Jen got kicked off. Jen from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which I watched too. It's very good. So Whitney's still on there, Jen is gone. But called out Jan, her partner, and said, he came from Taylor Swift's tour and he doesn't know, the ballroom and all that. He's easy on the eyes. Max is easy on the eyes. I find Max really handsome. But anyway, so I was thinking, I think you're onto something, because when I started watching in the very beginning, I felt bad for Jen, because I felt like Jan didn't do a great job of being the choreographer and like working with her and taking her to her full, to her full capacity. Is that how I should say it? Her full capacity of her dance moves? I don't know. Anyway, she just seemed like it seemed kind of amateur. There was a lot of lifts, and Derek called him out for those lifts. Woo, there goes someone. Derek called him out for all the lifts. There was a lot of lifts, people, a lot of lifts. And it did seem like so let's give him the fact that he is a new dancer. This is his first year. It's probably so intimidating and nerve-wracking, and it's his first time. He's never done this before. So yeah, let's give him that benefit. Let's give him that. Props to him for making it as far as he did. So anyway, this is my suggestion. I'm sure it's been put out there before, but I'm going to act like I'm the only one. And I came up with this fabulous idea. Maybe it's not so fabulous, you tell me. But I think that on Dancing with the Stars, everyone should have a partner for 1 week and then mix it up, and a different partner. Ooh, I almost hurt myself there. The second week, and then a different partner the third week, and so on and so on. So that, if one choreographer isn't the best, you get that choreographer the following week, but then you might get a really amazing partner the following week, and they're going to vote based on your skills, navigating that, like being with one choreographer that isn't maybe the best, and then another week you're going to be with someone who's amazing, and then the next week you get another one, and so on. But it gets mixed up every week, so everyone has a chance to be with the star choreographer. right? We all know Whitney's choreographer is amazing. So, right, so let's say, I'm not going to say who's the best and who's not, even though I just did. God. So, one week you have Pasha, and then the next week you get Jan, So, and it would be changing it up. It would be exciting. It would be basing it off of your skills. It would be, I don't know. I think it's a good idea. Let's switch up partners every week. Yes to that. Everybody gets a chance to have someone amazing. Everyone gets a chance to have the newbie. What do you think? Anyway, I'm so tired of this picky pad because it's sticky, and I think I'm moving on from this. This is way too sticky for me, but very, very Halloween-y. Love it. Thanks, y'all, for listening. I appreciate you all so much.